Slammer.
That dance.
Wow.
The camera's like really high.
Yeah, it's showing the ceiling.
Woo, I got
There
a
we
cool
go.
ceiling, man. I got cool posters up there.
I wish there was light over there. You see that light?
To
From-
the
Looks like the light's
slam.
shining down on you.
Hey, look, it's us.
Wow.
In the United States
Of
Slammer. Brother. Welcome to episode number WrestleMania 10
Woo!
of the Bro Show.
Paige, quickly, what was your favorite WrestleMania 10 match?
Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant.
That was WrestleMania 3.
Oh.
Oh, boy.
WrestleMania 10. Hulk Hogan was at WrestleMania 10. No, he
I was
he
just-
wasn't. I was thinking WrestleMania 9.
I didn't think
No,
that was
no Hulk
actually
Hogan
it.
at WrestleMania 10.
I didn't think that was actually
Famous,
it, but I was
the famous ladder match.
I was grasping
Ra-
for straws.
Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels ladder match.
I'll have to go with Brett versus Owen.
Brett
Oh, that
versus
was
Owen.
it.
I was
I
just
just
saying the
forgot.
most famous match I think would have been Razor and
Yeah.
Shawn. But like I said, man, probably the most epic match of the whole night: the Quebecers against Men on a Mission, WWF Tag Team Championships.
My.
Quebecers. All
Aruba.
right, Jason, what's up, brother? Randy, brother. Robin, what's up, brother? He says hi to Paige too.
Hello.
Anyway, welcome to the Bro Show. I'm your host, your number one brother, your mega brother. Who am I? I'm the people's bro.
Woo!
Oh gosh, I am your New Breed Wrestling Midwest
Oh, here we go again.
PopCon champion.
Watch that strap.
Don't want to pop Paige in the face.
It's like a fish
It almost happens
Oh.
every week that I almost get hit in the face.
Your
People love
MMWA heavyweight champion.
There we go, it's saved.
Bro Slam Slammer. Who are you, brother? Are you Bucky?
Thing that Jesus brings. It's not the correct line.
Who sings that?
That's Peter Frampton, right?
Let's keep it that way.
Come on now. Come on now.
Oh, brother.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm number one stepbrother around this joint. Known around this part as
The step bro.
I'm the stepbrother. Stepbrother. Known around these parts as the number one draft pick. Not you. Mookie of the year.
Mookie of the year.
Brother Mookie right here.
Ooh.
And
And I am Paige Mack, the best ring announcer in the Midwest. And I have a sinus infection tonight, so I'm not.
she's
In a very
toughing it
ring-announcing
out,
mood.
man. She almost didn't even come on. I said, listen, brother, you're going to have to toughen up and take one for the team.
So don't expect full energy Paige Mack tonight because she's not here.
You're
She's the lady that went straight out on a desert island. Was asked, what one book would you bring? And she says, How to Build a Book. Or how to build a boat. I should
How to
say.
build a boat. Slammer time, Craig. What's
The
up?
female voice
Tyler,
of St.
what's
Louis
up,
Wrestling.
brother? Hi,
Paige
Paige.
Mack.
Hello.
Who else we got here? Chris Sater.
Where's that Chris Sater at?
He said acknowledge him.
Where's that Sater Mania at?
Sater Mania
I'm gonna
running
tell you right
wild,
now.
brother.
This is the number one finger, but this isn't for Sater Mania. He wants to be claimed the tribal chief of Missouri. I don't know who in the Rudy Poo blue you think you
Whoa.
are, but the tribal chief of Missouri is not you, brother. He's sitting right here in the yellow. He's got his glasses shined, his bandana on, his hair brushed, his t-shirt fresh pressed and clean as can be. Slammer.
Acknowledge, bro. Acknowledge, bro.
I
Slam.
acknowledge you.
All right. Who else we got here? Justin, what's up, brother? Maxwell. He loves your Bucky shirt, brother.
All right. That's Springfield too. Springfield Mo.
You know,
Yeah.
your shirts are like the opposite of each other. So we got
Oh,
yellow.
yeah.
red, and
Oh,
red
just
and
like
yellow.
the Mega Powers. What's
It's-
up, Brian?
Show off what shirt you got. Everybody should love this.
Tim, hello, brother.
This is my Raising Cane's sweatshirt.
Ah,
Very bougie.
Love.
I love it.
JR, what? Hey,
ho-
brother.
Hopefully everybody
David,
got the
what's
raise.
up?
Huh?
Hopefully everybody loves Raising Cane's.
Whoa, Shaft, what's up, brother?
Oh, Shaft is joined with us.
Shaft, I'm sorry. I wanted to join your show last week, but I was
Thank
still
you,
at work
Michael.
when it came on. That's why I didn't call.
I
in.
actually,
Hey,
I
ball.
got it on Facebook.
KJ.
Literally, as they were signing off. I was
Oh,
so
dang.
sad.
I feel like I'm really
It was
far
kind of
back.
an early show.
You are
Do
far
I look
back.
far back?
Ugh.
There we go.
There you go. All right. So what is what we drinking here tonight?
What you got tonight, Slammer?
Tonight, Bro Slam has
Drink
a
of choice.
Purple Frost C4.
Purple Frost.
Yummo, brother.
Paige Mack, what you got, girl?
I have some good old-fashioned water in what is my find of the week, my brand new Stanley Cup. It is a collab with the brand Love Shack Fancy.
Not
This
to be
cup
Not
was
to be
really
confused
hard
with
to
Love
get.
Shaft.
Yes.
not to be confused with the Stanley Cup
Yes.
that the Blues held up high in
Let's go
2019.
Blues!
I'm just
Honk,
saying,
honk, honk.
this thing was harder to get than concert tickets. I was in a virtual queue. I almost didn't get it. It was quite insane, but it's
Well,
here.
congratulations.
And that was my find of the week
So,
a little early.
hold up your Stanley Cup.
Congratulations.
Let's go Blues!
Honk, honk, honk. Yes.
Little magic
All
show
right.
there.
Whoa, Jody, almost missed.
All right.
Glad you're here, brother.
We just joined the session time for us to sign off and say goodnight.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks
We'll
for
see you next Tuesday night.
Thank you, KJ, for the stars,
Oh,
brother.
hey, KJ.
What are you drinking, Mookie
So-
Mania?
So tonight, Mookie of the Year has brought a new special edition drink. Prime. Kevin Durant. I'm excited to see what Kevin Durant tastes like. Olympic gold champion. He's got to taste
Clean
delicious.
Slammer machine, right on, Shaft. All right, how's that tasting? Is that the first time you've had it?
Yeah.
Whoa, you had a kind of a funky
All
look
right, I
there.
guess I'll try it.
Go ahead.
What's it taste like?
I'm not really sure.
I'm not quite sure what Kevin Durant tastes
Cherry
like.
freeze.
So
That's a different. This is gonna be a one-time purchase for me.
strawberry banana body armor. That sounds good.
Is that what this is?
No, that's what
Oh.
Jason Oliver's having. Jody likes a good old bottle of Coca-Cola. Let me tell you something, man. I'm a
Mention
Diet
Coca-Cola.
Coke fan. Diet Coke anytime, brother. All
I
right.
had me a big old Mountain Dew. I sent you a picture.
I
of
seen
today.
that and I go, "Bleh." Did you have a pack of Marlboros smoking while you was drinking it?
That's only after I finished the bottle.
Had this lady, I was making a delivery out in I made a video afterwards. I was out in Terre de Lac and this lady comes barging out of her house all yelling and stuff, and it's like, what is happening here? And I was like, what's going on? She's like, I'd handed the package to a guy in the yard, like
Yeah.
he had walked up to me and I gave him the package. He came to get it from me. She says, how did you know that guy wasn't coming to steal that package from you? And I was
You
like,
did look like a porch pirate.
I said he came up. I was like, sorry, I was just trying to be nice and just get out of there. And then she just started cussing and yelling
Oh my
with her
gosh.
deep man voice.
Ugh.
And she was hooting and hollering at me. And I was like, okay, from now on, I will only get packages from you and you will have to sign every single time. And if you're not here, I'll take them back. And then if you're not here 3 times, we'll send them back and all this.
Yeah.
I got in the truck, I made a video, and it's like talking about this lady, and I was like, go back to smoking, eating your Marlboros, and drinking your Mountain Dew, you nasty.
There's
Oh, man, she made me so mad.
there's nothing wrong with a good old Mountain Dew.
Okay.
I don't do Mountain Dew, but I do, however, love
You
a
do?
Mountain Dew
What's up,
Baja
Matt?
Blast
Baja, see?
freeze only.
I don't know if I've had
From
the.
Taco
Matt
Bell.
Stock, he about to pound
You
a
never had a
kill a
freeze
plate
from
of
Taco Bell?
tacos. It
I don't
must
think I have.
Taco Tuesday. Oh, there's a stars party going. How do we activate this? It says activate
I
I
stars.
clicked on it,
Oh,
but then
I don't
nothing
know.
happened, so I don't know.
I don't know if that's
Whoa.
us.
Oh, hold on, hold
whoa,
on. He just
whoa.
almost ended the live. Just hit that X.
Whoa,
Now,
What's going on here?
Slammer doesn't know how to work my
whoa,
MacBook.
whoa.
Oh, brother Larry is in the chat.
Activate. Whoa.
And see, I
Jason
hit
Oliver says,
activate,
"Hi,
and
Tyler
it didn't
Cool. Is
work.
Tyler here? Is Tyler in the show with us?"
He was earlier.
Oh, I missed his comment.
We said hello to him.
Hello,
Activate.
Tyler.
Send stars, everybody. Send stars. Start doing it now. It's awesome. Larry Hargrove, what's up, brother?
Oh, Larry.
Larry.
You know, I once spotted a ladder for Larry. I don't know if you guys. I know you didn't know that. Larry, the last Show Me State Wrestling. I think you were in the back. He was climbing up a ladder in the big auditorium
Was he going to jump on Scotty Z?
to block some windows with some big pieces of cardboard,
What was he trying to hide from all
And
the
I'm-
people trying to get in?
trying to block the sun for the video
I see.
Uh.
recording. And I'm at the bottom of this ladder was the flimsiest piece of crap. I think Larry could possibly. I think he probably dumpster dived and found it in the dumpster. I was afraid it was going to fold in the middle where I was not holding it, and he was. It was
That's funny.
it was scary.
So did he get down safely, I hope?
Oh yeah,
Okay. Awesome.
he went up and down it like
Whoa,
nothing.
Maxwell sent stars. All
So
right,
KJ
man.
said that people have to send 500 stars to activate it. So I guess there was 5.
Oh,
events,
so
and if
500
people would have sent
500
500
total.
stars, it would have activated a stars party.
That's a lot of stars.
Which I'm not quite sure what a stars party is.
I'm not sure either, but I want to see it happen. 400 more stars activated is what. Okay, so people can send stars, but if somebody just sent 400 right now, it would activate the party.
You have to hit at
That's
least
about $4.
500, yeah.
Okay, somebody start sending them stars, man.
Stars is about $1.
Oh, wow.
The Stars Party Challenge has started. For the next
yes.
5, you got 5 minutes. Go. Well, we're Paul, my man.
Somebody do it?
All right.
50
Thank you,
stars.
brother. All
We're
right.
getting there.
Well, while the Stars Party's going on, do we want to do our weekly purchases?
You start out.
I already did mine.
Paige
so
had her Stanley Cup
I'm
weekly
out for a
purchase,
while.
and man, I had a
Stanley
good
Cup, let's go Blues.
I had a good week this week. I got the Then, Now, Forever Together pack. Look at there.
Look at
Hulk
this.
Hogan with the old big green championship belt. Sorry, Paige.
You're gonna have to. Well, it's fine. Lift it so they can. See.
Well, the
Tilt
ring
it
lights
down.
Oh.
killing
Like
us.
right
There we go. Rocky Maivia, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Becky Lynch. Not quite sure how Becky fits in it. I guess she's the now.
Like the other.
I really actually like the figure, so I'm actually glad she's in there.
I really like the picture of
dig
Hulk on the back.
Yeah, man, everything about this is awesome.
Yeah.
Hogan, I like the
jealous
Rocky
you got that.
Maivia. I got a Rocky Maivia.
You would have got one
Bendon
if
back
she would have
there.
found a second.
Sorry.
Trust me.
So that was purchase number 1,
Oh.
and then
Oh,
yo.
who gets credit for that find?
Oh, Heather. Hey, yes, Heather, 100%. She was in St. Louis. She starts texting me. I don't get the messages because I was at work. She finally called me. She's like, "Hey, did you get the picture I sent you?" I'm like, "I'm working." She's like, "Hurry and look." So I looked at the picture. I'm like, "Oh my gosh." She was at Ollie's, found one of them, man. That's regularly an $80 pack.
Yeah.
$30, man.
And
So
she looked all around.
she
the store
looked
trying to
all
find one
over the
for
place.
him.
So kudos to Heather. She's the best.
Yeah, good for her for finding one. I hit
Yeah.
3 different Ollies in one day and didn't find a single one.
If we ever find one, we'll pick it up.
We'll pick it up for you. Then the next series.
Graylin is here.
Graylin, what's up, brother?
Graylin!
Man, Graylin, man, miss you, Graylin. We need to take him on a road trip with us.
Oh yeah, it's been a long time since we've had a road
Shawn
trip.
Michaels is here in the chat.
Shawn Michaels.
He said he got
The
LA
sexy
Knight.
boy himself.
I got
Possibly.
Build a Teddy Long Monday Night War series, Triple H,
Triple H.
and the fake Diesel.
This
yeah.
is one figure I thought would never, ever,
I
ever be
didn't
made.
either, and I am so glad it's here.
What's some of the oddball wrestling figures that they've made over the years that you never thought would be made like that? That's definitely
this,
one.
They're about to come out with Dr. Isaac Yankem in the Hasbro, the retro Mattels. I'm pumped about that. I guess the Goon figure that came out a
Goon
few
would be
years
one.
ago.
Yankem's definitely one. Shockmaster is another one, I think.
Oh, they do have a Shockmaster
Mhm.
because he's upside down in the
Yeah.
package. So yeah, oh, man, I don't.
Let's see. Jason says he
Yes,
has a Trevor
Heather
Murdoch
searched
figure.
hard for you for that.
Oh,
pack,
I know. I believe, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, you could just donate this one. I would be happy.
Hey, no, that's mine, brother.
So this week, I was waiting on a big box to show up this week. It did not get here in time. So next week I'm gonna have a great box.
What's up,
I
Josh?
kind of bought a box of, I think it's like a kind of a collection from somebody that they were just trying to just get rid of. So it's gonna be a mixed mash of all sorts of stuff in it. It's gonna be like Christmas morning opening it.
We like Christmas morning.
So lately I've been on a Jax kick.
Yeah.
Old school Jax. I picked up another Jax figure this week. Another Series 4 Bad Boys figure. Last week I
Ooh.
got Jerry the King Lawler.
Yep.
Who would I add this week?
Bad Boys. Gosh, I can't remember who all.
Okay, here's the set.
Okay.
We got Farouk. We have Jerry the King Lawler.
Man, if you got Farouk there, I'm going to be
Austin,
pretty excited.
Justin Hawk Bradshaw, Vader, and Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Oh no, it's a good looking pack. Gosh, I hope it's Farouk, but I'm going to say Justin Hawk Bradshaw. Justin Hawk.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's cool.
That looks like old
You know-
bullwhip.
you know
That looks like bullwhip Ballard that I
JBL.
wrestled down at American Hostile a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Oh
it
my
kinda
god.
It does.
It is.
This is
I
very
didn't realize
first.
that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I picked up a Series 4 Bad
Sweet.
Boys Justin Houck Bradshaw, aka JBL. To add another one to the Jack's collection, I've got Stone Cold,
Thank you, Denny.
Lawler, and now JBL. So all I need is Farouk, Vader, and Triple H. Triple H's very first figures in that set.
That is his first figure, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, Jody answered the question of what figures you want. He said he wants Snoop Dogg and Donald Trump WWF action figures.
What?
So do I.
I would actually love to have a Mike Tyson with the
Like
DX.
with the DX.
Either DX or Austin 3.
Well, they can make him with both
Yeah.
of them, one on and like
Yeah.
the.
Well, they got the
the
Hogan
soft
tearaway
goods,
shirts with,
yeah.
with the Velcro on them.
So yeah, that'd be good.
Can you imagine a Snoop
Hello,
Dogg
Dana.
action figure?
A Snoop
picked up-
Dogg action figure.
Wow.
2 loose figures this week.
Oh wow.
First off, the man they call Sting.
Stinger. Oh,
The
that's
old
good.
Sting Galoob figure.
Little bitty gloobs.
Baby Sting.
Baby Sting.
You've got the little rat tail on
Oh,
the
that's
back.
awesome.
Got the Sting Galoob
Stinger.
and my other
Oh no! Oh,
Scotty Steiner
is that the real belt that came
yeah,
with it?
WCW
Oh,
belt.
dude, that's awesome.
with the mullet.
No knee pads. Weird.
Got the Scott Steiner with the WCW belt.
Did he wrestle without knee pads for a while?
That
Or
I
is
don't
that just
remember.
weird?
Well, a lot of these Galoob figures were based off of like shots backstage, so he may just not have his knee pads on. And last but not least, my daughter went to New York City.
New York.
What was it? About 2 weeks
About
ago
2
now.
weeks ago.
She brought me back a present.
Oh.
She goes, Dad, I know I bought you something. She goes, I know you're big into action figures. You're big into stuff like that. So what possibly can you buy from New York City that's close to an action figure?
The Statue of Liberty. He got a miniature Statue of Liberty. I already
Look
thought.
at this.
Oh,
Yes.
that's nice.
Yes. I'm gonna open it up. We're gonna check this
Oh
out.
my god, I love this. This is awesome.
Look at this.
No.
So now I feel like my open Hogan playing a guitar. I almost need to put Hogan.
Hogan right in front
Yeah.
of
Front of it
You
playing
get a
his
little video. That
My
rules.
daughter picked that up for me when she went to New York. I guess this is as close as a New York action figure you can find. I was like thrilled to find that.
I
or
used to have,
to have
a
her find that
miniature
for me.
one because
Did
my
you really?
grandparents went when I was like 7 or 8, and they brought me back a miniature Statue of Liberty.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Actually, reminds me. Remember on the late WCW, was it like the Millionaires Club? Like David Flair always carried this around. And he would beat people over the head and they'd like
Yeah.
explode.
Yeah. Wow.
I feel like David Flair right now.
Thank you. What a memory.
Woo!
Well, I don't know how, but apparently I'm on the good side of the Junkies for Fame, JSO
Yeah.
and Dallas Stevens. They
Oh.
have a soft spot for me, but Slammer is going to lose September
Yeah,
14th.
Whatever.
You want to get into that crap?
No.
You want to get into that crap?
Mm-mm.
They say you're going to lose because there's 2 of them. There's more than 2 of them. There's a whole like
Yeah,
gaggle of them.
since last year, these people have been 7-on-1,
Yeah.
10-on-1.
They're obsessed.
Mhm.
They're obsessed with Slammer.
They are.
Let them be obsessed.
Oh.
Whatever.
You'll actually be,
we'll worry about that September 14th. We're on the Bro
Yeah.
Show here tonight.
September
so
14th. GSO actually challenged you for that belt.
hey, thanks for joining in though and helping us get our ratings up. So
Yeah, send us some
appreciate
stars
that.
while you're at it,
Yeah.
Dr. Dallas.
Oh,
Doctor.
and I did.
Thank you, Maury.
I did actually bring one more thing. We got a little taste test we can do tonight.
Oh, gosh.
Everybody, wet your whistle.
What's in what we doing?
Taste test.
Okay, just a reminder. I have a sinus infection, and my taste is not the best.
Well, I actually brought
You-
it for you.
Okay,
You mentioned
we'll
it.
try.
You mentioned
Which
it in
one?
the
Cough
past.
drops.
Even better. Freeze dried Skittles.
Oh,
Oh
nice.
my
You've been
God,
saying
I-
you
Said,
wanted to
like-
try some.
I have never tried freeze-dried candy, and I
This is-
love Skittles.
Here you go. Crack them open.
This isn't like
All right, bet.
them jelly bellies that are like throw up flavor and
No. So
We-
we was on a road trip somewhere, and you seen some freeze dried candy, and you started going on and on about it.
I probably just didn't buy it because that's how I am.
I don't even remember.
Well,
And
I appreciate.
I've tried these before. They're actually pretty good.
If I can get.
I've actually got more packages at home.
Wait,
I
do
buy
I
them
get
every
to
so
keep
often.
these?
Yeah, you can keep them.
Oh, bet. Hold on.
Send stars.
I still got
Oh,
another
the
package
party's
at home.
over, isn't it?
So I think people have to send 500 stars within a 5-minute span.
Oh,
Is what
Let's try to
I'm
catch up
thinking.
on some of this chat real quick.
Ashies is here.
Oh,
Okay, everyone.
Give me a red one.
We're trying.
Maurice Swanger
freeze-dried
says-
Skittles.
Love watching your matches. I miss it every day.
Here's
Thank
your
you,
red.
brother.
Kyle,
Shawn
what do you
Michaels
want?
says it don't matter. They all taste
Okay,
the same
hold
to
on.
me. This,
All right.
The
Give me
Skittles taste all the
orange.
slam.
I'm getting red.
The Skittles taste all the
Red.
same to everybody else. To me, they all taste the same.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh,
Get that crunch.
Tastes like a Skittle,
Yeah,
but weird.
but like crunchy.
I don't know what to think about that.
I don't know what I expected.
Your face.
It's
You seem very confused.
it's like I'm very confused. It's
I'm
like
intrigued.
it's good, but it's like I took a bite and it just
Explodes.
It
It disintegrates in your mouth.
yeah, it just like boom, brother. Whew. Okay.
Lisa says, "Oh, what a sweetie." I'm not sure. She's probably talking about me. I'm pretty much the sweetest one on here.
I think she's talking about you.
I
because you
listened.
got me
I
freeze-dried
listened to
Skittles.
something pretty recently that talked about Skittles and Fruit Loops. Even though they're all different colors,
Uh-huh.
they're all the same flavor.
See,
No,
to me,
stop.
Skittles. When you get a basic bag of Skittles,
Skittles
all-
aren't all the same flavor.
to me,
Fruit
all
Loops, I
Skittles
don't know.
taste the same,
They don't.
even
They
though they're
really
different
don't.
colors. Like there's different flavored bags. Like the purple Skittles bag, that's my favorite. I could eat those every day.
Have you ever had freeze-dried saltwater taffy? Because Ashies has.
I have.
And I trust Ashies.
I have, and I don't like it because it still sticks in your teeth. Like saltwater taffy, regular sticks in your teeth. It's crunchy like that. It explodes,
Give me one more.
but then it starts like sticking in your teeth, and you have to
One
pick it
yellow
out.
one.
I love
Whoa.
some saltwater
I got-
taffy.
I got a yellow red, just
Mm.
like our shirts.
Every time I go to Branson, I go to downtown and I go to Dick's 5 and Dime, and I fill up a bag of saltwater taffy, candy corn, and buttered popcorn.
Josh Summers says JSO's in the house, our future heavyweight champion.
Heather,
Come
we
on,
got-
brother.
Heather, we got a red one down here if you want one of them.
You're offering my Skittles to people?
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
That'd be. Ooh, and a purple frost C4 to wash that down.
Heather
Woo!
says it's weird because she can totally taste the difference in Skittles. Red or
Skittles
her
are
favorite.
all different.
See, to
I've
me,
never
they're
heard
all.
See,
them.
I think that I totally can tell the difference. I've never
Can
even
you?
thought about it. I just heard that
Fruit Loops when
that they all
Okay.
taste the same.
What about
The
M&M's?
fruit-
Oh, they're
Oh,
all the
M&M's
same.
are all the same.
It's
They
just
all
chocolate.
taste the same to me.
Except you can
It's
hit,
just chocolate with
except
dye.
if you eat a green one before you play baseball, you hit a home run. Remember?
What?
Remember those? Yeah, remember those commercials?
No, I don't know. What
Oh,
you're talking
somebody
about.
out there, please remember. If you ate a green M&M before you play baseball, you hit a home run.
Ashley said freeze drying them makes the flavors more concentrated.
Skittle mania.
I think
I
I.
do feel like it was very flavorful.
It was-
that's what I
was
gonna say.
pretty flavorful.
I agree with that.
But I don't understand. Who in the world sat around and thought, let's freeze dry some Skittles?
There's a lot of freeze dried candies that are like amazing.
Is that
I
kind of
love
like,
Swedish fish. I would love somebody to freeze dry some Swedish
I can't
fish.
eat Swedish
Oh,
fish.
I
Those just
love
look
Swedish
Yeah,
fish.
I love Swedish fish.
weird, and I won't drink one of those. I don't know, man. It's
See,
something
to me,
about
the
sweet
perfect-
being
perfect,
Swedish
like-
fish is good.
What's
Sugar
up, Carl?
The biggest sugar rush is a Code Red and some Swedish fish. I'm like,
I love nothing more than some red dye 40.
but
Bring
this
it
is
to
what
me.
it is.
Thank you to everybody that loves the Hulkamania
Anything
shirt.
that's
It's
red,
pretty
yeah.
awesome.
All right, Slimer, we got a Would You Rather.
Would you rather?
Slimer, would you rather have a WWE televised tag team match with Bushwhacker Luke or win the TNT title on AEW television?
Oh, I know.
A televised match with Luke?
Yeah.
In the WWE.
Oh, 100% with Luke tag team
You wouldn't
match.
you wouldn't want to win a belt?
I would rather have
Oh
a match.
my
He
gosh.
would 100%
Bushwhacker
rather
Luke.
do the Bushwhacker
Oh, see,
Luke
I would be
match.
just the opposite of
I
that.
no way, man. I would go full Bushwhacker Slam.
Even if you had the belt for one night, I think you'd be almost a made man. You could hit conventions. Because everybody's a title freak. Everybody loves. You could sell pictures of you with that title.
It's just
You would live on.
nah.
You would live on like
Bushwhacker Luke.
Bushwhacker Luke
Bushwhack-
one night.
Bushwhacker
Oh.
Luke.
Okay, so Larry said
1,000,000%.
don't sue them. Let them melt.
Oh,
What?
That'll make a
Get him
great
with the
television.
door. Oh man.
What?
It'd be a long story for me to have to get into all that.
What's that?
Just we was crazy back in the day, man. Just we had this friend, and we'd get in his car, and you'd have to drive around, hit trash cans with his door, and it was just a thing. Get him with the door. Get him with the door.
Oh.
You
So,
and who?
Big
we're,
Al.
we're having an incoming call. Should we have a?
Oh my gosh.
Should we
answer
have
it.
a?
Answer it.
Answer it.
Here, I'll answer.
I'm gonna have one of these freeze dried. Did you say don't eat?
Hello, Cody, and welcome to the Bro Show. You're live on Facebook.
We're live on the Bro Show. Thank you for calling 1-900-555-SLAMMER.
Welcome to the Bro Show.
Oh, hey.
Do you have a question for the for Slammer or Mookie or Paige Mack?
I guess I'm gonna ask some wrestling questions.
All right, what kind of question you got, brother?
I'm gonna start with how many people on the show think that Kane and Undertaker are in fact really brothers?
Are you asking us if we think that?
I believe so.
I don't think they're really.
I know they're not brothers. Now, with that being said, they're not brothers, but they're brothers, brother.
Facts.
And we appreciate your call, and after the show, I'll give you a call back on my way home.
That's
Do you have any more questions for the Bro Show?
I'd watch the show, but I'm driving, so no, I don't.
Okay,
we
you
appreciate
catch
you
it on
calling.
replay
I
later.
actually love wrestling. I could probably find something to talk about.
Well, we appreciate you calling in.
Thank you for calling in. Thank you. Thank you.
I'll get back a hold of you.
Bye,
Thank you.
Cody.
Drive through.
All right.
Guys.
All right, be safe, brother.
Well,
All
what
right.
gift Cody Bowyer called.
You know, we might as well get to the point now where we went Saturday. We didn't really have a road trip this weekend. There was no wrestling going
But
on.
you can't keep us apart.
But the Bro Show must go on. So this past Saturday, you may have caught my Facebook Live. If you didn't,
Alex E,
why
what's
are
up,
you
gang?
not subscribed to this Slammer channel right now? Follow, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And you never know when I'm going to pop open with a live video. So Saturday morning, me, Paige, Mookie, and Caitlin, his daughter, we all went to the Magic Shop in Park Hills.
My first time being there.
First time being
It
there.
was pretty awesome.
And Paige, you want to tell what all happened? Or?
Sure, I can. So the Magic Shop in Park Hills is owned by my uncle, his brother-in-law, master magician DJ Edwards.
And our all-around magician, DJ Edwards.
Yes.
Proceed.
My uncle has been doing magic since he was 11 years old. He owns an amazing magic shop in downtown Park Hills. It's like you're stepping back in time 100 years.
Like stepping back with Houdini.
Yes. So he actually owns a magic company called Ickle Pickle Products. They sell and produce magic tricks worldwide. Many different countries, many different states. Any magic shop you go to, they sell Ickle Pickle. So in the back of his magic shop, that's where he produces Ickle Pickle, and then he has the storefront that's open when he's there. Sadly, this Saturday, the storefront will no longer be open as Ickle Pickle is moving to a private location. So we decided to go for one last hurrah, and Kyle's first and last hurrah.
Yeah.
At the magic shop in Park
Pretty
Hills.
awesome. We were there for 90 minutes. We were there for like an hour and a half.
Fun time.
I
Highly
figured-
recommend you go.
I
if you're
figured
around
I'd be
the
there for
area.
like 30 minutes and we'd go.
I
We
mean,
were there
what,
for an hour and
as
a
soon
half.
as you walk in, if DJ's standing at the counter, you will immediately get hit with some magic,
Yes.
and he will do card tricks. He will
Anything really.
do.
My favorite was his light trick. He had a candle.
Yeah, that's
and he
pretty
pulled that
awesome.
the
Candle.
light of the candle.
He
put it in
touches
his
the
ear.
wick, fire in his finger, puts it in his mouth, out his ear, out his belly button. It's
He had
amazing.
Taco Bell. He pulled it out his behind, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
My
it's-
favorite that he does is a card trick called Destination Unknown. And there's 100 cities, and he guesses what city you're thinking of.
Yeah. He did that to those
yeah.
that
but
couple that came in, and it
Yes.
blew the kids' mind.
the mind tricks are wild. So yeah, it's good. It's a good time if you're in around Park Hills, Missouri.
Your last week.
This is your last chance, man.
Yes, just go to the
323
Facebook
West
page.
Main.
we
go
can't miss
there.
it with this big van parked
We
out
got
front
his
now.
big magic
Yeah.
van parked out front. He does magic shows all over the place, man. He's always booked somewhere.
Yes, just
Big-
go to the page on Facebook,
yeah.
the Magic Shop in Park Hills.
Booking-
It tells you all of the hours that they're open this week.
Yeah.
And Mark
Saturday
Brockett
is the
says he
last
hates
day.
to hear that.
Yeah, book him for magic shows. He'll come to your kid's birthday party. He'll make them float in the air. It's
Well,
amazing.
I've actually seen that trick, and I forgot to tell him that. Seeing Mark's name just reminded me. Mark used to work with me at the hospital, and we used to have a big Christmas holiday gathering at the hospital. I think it was over at the factory,
My uncle's performed there.
That's what I was gonna
He
say.
I went with
performed.
him.
Oh, really?
Yes, I remember that.
Was
I
you the
met
floating
Santa.
child?
Might have been.
There's a good chance I
So,
was.
so I remember one year they had DJ there doing magic, and I'm like, you know, it was before I knew that he did magic, and I'm like, oh, they brought in some cheap magician, like he's probably gonna pull like a stuffed rabbit out of a hat,
And you
which is gonna
probably
be
didn't
corny
know us
stuff.
then.
No, and you know, all the kids are gathered around the stage as he's doing all these tricks, and you know, I'm eating and we're doing, you know, just visiting with all of our coworkers, and I'm like, I start watching, I'm like, son of a gun, I'm like, that was a pretty cool trick. That wasn't bad. And then at the end, he ends up having a kid floating in the air, and he puts these rings around him, showing he's floating. I'm like, what? Like, I was amazed, and he's
Hey.
like 10 feet in front of me.
I tell you, he's pretty big time. I mean, he does these conferences and stuff where like even David Copperfield speaks, and
Oh,
he
yeah.
speaks at these same things.
Oh,
And
wow, really?
headlines, doing
And
shows.
headline. It's pretty crazy, man.
I can't believe he doesn't have a show in Vegas, to be honest. He's been doing it for so long.
He should have a show in Vegas
He
or
really should.
Branson
So
or
Larry says I look
something.
uncomfortable drinking my drink. It's
Because he doesn't
he's-
like it.
He's choking it down, man.
I'm
He's
choking it
he's
down,
gonna
but-
put it away.
You
He
want me to go
bought
get
he's
you a
gonna
drink?
drink
No,
it.
it's all right.
Are you sure?
yeah. It's not. This is maybe the worst prime drink. I'm already stuttering just saying it. This is the worst prime drink I've ever had. And I was just telling
I'll-
you before the show,
I'll
I haven't
know-
had a bad
You
bottle
now,
yet.
now you have. Now I'll know not to get that one.
This literally tastes like Kevin Durant. I think.
Oh, whoa!
Okay, moving on. So,
So
anyways,
anyway,
the magic shop at Park Hills.
If you'd like to see some good magic, go watch the live video from Saturday. You can see me do a magic trick. It's pretty amazing. I used the magic hanky from India in the
magic
change
hanky.
bag, and I even do a little bit of juggling on there. So go on there and watch the video.
And you'll see the world famous magic rabbit who runs the magic shop, David Hopperfield.
Yep.
David
If you
Hopperfield.
go in the magic shop, there's a really good chance David Hopperfield will be there,
Hopping around.
and you'll see him.
And you said sometimes you might have to hop around some of his little presents he leaves around.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
All right, Graylin, thanks for dropping in, brother. Hope to see you soon, man.
Yes. So then after the fact, we really didn't have plans. We did invite Kyle and Caitlin if they wanted to go to lunch with us. They already had plans, but we headed up the road to Arnold, Missouri for some Raising Cane's.
Yeah,
This was
Raising
failed to mention to us
Cane's.
that we were going to Raising
We
Cane's.
didn't know
Well,
that,
we didn't
though.
know until
We-
about
If I
We-
do recall, you
10
just
minutes
hold on. We were
away.
standing in the magic shop, and I
Okay.
said, "We don't know where we're going to eat, but we're going to go eat if you would like to go with us." And
I'm thinking you're
we
going to
would've let
Rallies
you-
or maybe Arby's.
we would have let you in on the conversation to decide. But we really wanted to go to Spirit Halloween in Arnold. We have a good Spirit Halloween here in Farmington, but they don't have all the animatronics. So kind of wanted to go to Arnold, and then we found out they didn't open till Monday. So we drove all the way there to
that
Spirit
sucks.
Halloween.
well, we wanted Raising
Brandon
Cane's
says he loves
anyway.
Raising Cane's.
Yes,
And
Raising
obviously.
Cane's is awesome.
And I really wanted to go to a Target or a different Walmart,
Yeah.
So yeah, we went to
action
2
figure looking.
Walmarts,
So
Target.
So me and Caitlin's inside Big Lots looking at their Halloween section. And I see my phone go off and I look. Pictures of Raising Cane's.
yeah,
And she goes, "They're already in Arnold?" Like she was surprised. I'm like, Slammer's got a heavy foot.
now, as soon as we left, man, we was about halfway into Deloge because we was going to run to Deloge Walmart, and I was like,
we really weren't planning to go.
I was
there.
like, "We'll go to Raising Cane's or Panda Express," and she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Could we maybe do that before we go to Walmart?" I said, "Yeah." I was like, Raising Cane's, and she said, "Yeah."
You guys
So-
went to Raising Cane's and we went to Jimmy John's.
Yeah,
So
'cause
you
we had
went-
like a 40-minute drive to Cane's.
So we flew up there, and my gosh, it was packed. It's not like going there on a Saturday night after wrestling
Yeah.
at
We almost couldn't get a
11
table.
o'clock at
Well,
night.
I'm almost kind of spoiled when we go there because we walk straight
Raising
up to the
Cane's
counter.
for life. Good evening, Dwayne.
Mark Braga says he don't like Halloween. That scares him.
Whoa, Halloween's
love
the best,
Halloween.
man.
I know him. He's trying to be a funny man.
Oh, he really likes Halloween?
Yes.
Oh.
Halloween, man, it's about time to.
You know what I want to
Probably
do?
here in a couple weeks, our house will be all
Oh, yeah.
Halloweened out.
Ooh,
I want to go to
spooky.
Creepy World.
Creepy
is that
World.
where
Scott Wall works
Yeah.
at Creepy World.
He
He told me, he
keeps
said, you
inviting
need
you."
to come.
Yeah.
I will. We're coming. There's bound to be one Saturday off sometime.
I gave him a
After
warning.
they
Bro
open.
show hits Creepy
The Bro
World.
Show
This
going
bro
Creepy
show
World.
here.
So
This part of the bro show don't do haunted houses.
you don't.
I don't do no haunted
What?
houses.
Why?
I don't like being scared.
We were in California, and we went to.
I like watching scary movies. I like laughing at people getting scared at scary houses. I don't like to be scared in scary houses.
I get that. I don't really want to, but I kind of do.
We were in California at Universal Studios, and they just had the Walking Dead Adventure open. Me, Heather, and Paige are walking along. Heather's like,
And
I'm not
Cameron.
going in here. And Paige's friend Cameron was there. Paige is like, I'll go with you. You know, I'm like, all right. So we start walking in there. We go into the pre-thing, walking towards. And next thing I know, Paige is walking out the exit. And I just kept on going. So I went ahead and walked on through the Walking Dead experience. And
Was it pretty cool?
oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
I wish there would have been more walkers in
You
there.
said there was only a couple.
There
and
was
they didn't
only,
bother him.
I think there was like maybe 4 people in there,
Oh,
maybe
really?
5 total. It was mainly all cartoon, whatever you and
Okay.
Yeah.
animatronic
Oh,
things, and like windows where you'd see them like scraping. There was like some scenes and stuff like a fire and things
Yeah.
like that. It was pretty cool. I'm glad I walked through it. So
That's pretty cool.
anyway,
I
I'll
like
go
that
through
one.
haunted houses. I don't care. I've at like 7, 8 years old, my mom dragged me through haunted houses, so probably tortured me for life. And watching Friday the 13th and all that stuff when I was a little kid, it's like I don't care to go
I've
through
never
them.
done one, but I love Halloween. I love scary movies.
Heather says Paige will not be happy inside a haunted house.
She
I
probably,
probably
won't
will,
be.
but here's the thing. I want to go to Universal Hollywood Horror Nights, and I think that I could do that just because I want to so bad.
We were down there. It was either last year or
It was last year.
Was it last year?
I think you and
No,
Mom went.
well, we'd win another time too. I think it was 2021. We was on the Universal Walk, and we was down there, and we was standing right by the entrance, and you could hear all the stuff. And they had all the different stands and stuff to
Yeah.
buy different things. It's like, oh man, I just want to go in there
It'd be-
so bad.
It'd be
But-
hard to not walk away with a few things there. Scott says he enjoyed watching all those movies when he
Oh,
was
Uncle
a
Scott
kid.
is here.
He finally made
Gosh.
it.
He made it.
Mark Brockett says he spent about $5,000 on Halloween decorations.
Heather
I
says
don't blame him.
I
Casper's
believe
as
it.
spooky as she gets. That's
Justin, I think he's talking about watching DJ. He said, I'd go see a show. Sounds absolutely awesome.
it is awesome. Anytime you can go see DJ do a magic show, man, it rules.
Michael says, are you going to have a Slammer pumpkin?
He probably will.
What have I done as pumpkins? We carve
Jason?
we have a pumpkin carving night here every year, and I think I did the Nirvana face one year. I did a Jason hockey mask. I've done I think the
The
last
Jason
couple
was
of
cool.
years I've just done the straight up just classic jack-o'-lantern. So
I always do a
don't
classic
know what I'll do
jack-o'-lantern.
this year. I'll try to think of something, and
I'm
even
down
if
for a
it's
good
not
pumpkin pie.
carving, I
Pumpkin-
might draw something on there. So we'll wait and see. I'll figure
I'm
something.
doing my
out.
decorating on the pumpkin pie. I'll get like the whipped cream. I'll spray on a cool design.
I always see the meme. It's like it shows a piece of pumpkin pie, but
With
just
all the
shows
whipped
a mound of whipped cream over it. It's like the proper amount of
It's true.
whipped
It
cream
is
for a
true.
pumpkin. I asked Heather, is this the proper amount? And she said, yes, that
Do
is.
you not like pumpkin pie?
I don't do pumpkin
What
pie.
about
I
you?
don't like pumpkin.
Oh my gosh. Pumpkin pie
However,
is
you and
delicious.
Caitlin should come carve pumpkins with us.
Yeah,
probably
It's a
do
fun time. We'll
Oh
tell you
yeah,
when we
we
decide to
usually
do
do
it.
it. It's
It's always
usually
us and my best friend Megan.
yeah, it's
Okay.
usually one night through the week. When do we
Or
usually
sometimes
do
on a
it?
Friday. Oh, so,
We
it
can
depends.
figure-
Yeah, we can
figure
do
it
it.
out.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll have pumpkin carving night.
Yes.
I'll bring the pumpkin pie.
Scott
Yeah.
did a Darth
I'll make
Vader
a dessert.
contest. Oh, cool.
So what did he say?
He did a Darth Vader pumpkin.
Okay,
Oh,
this
wow.
is so random, but I have this deep memory from when I was a child that Uncle
What's up,
Scott
Dominic?
had like a Halloween, I think it was WWE magazine, and my favorite wrestler was Umaga. I loved Umaga.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Uncle Scott, they
Umaga.
had a like a stencil.
Yeah,
Is that the word?
yeah,
Yeah,
stencil.
stencil to make an Umaga jack-o'-lantern, and my Uncle Scott took it out and gave it to me.
Uh,
But I remember that it was way too hard to do, and we couldn't
We
actually.
I
do it.
remember
That was
it was
probably
very
pretty
intricate.
intricate,
And it was I think we tried it and it was like this is just too much. And then I think we just ended up just carving a
Classic
regular old
Jack.
oh wow.
jack-o'-lantern, couple triangle eyes, triangle nose, couple teeth.
Mark Brockett says he's not a fan of pumpkin pie either.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Hey,
Speaking
yo.
since Mark Brockett is here right now, I'm going to tell him something real quick.
Of course.
I ran into Don Dush today at work. Our old boss.
I know him.
Do you really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. He was actually my old boss when I
Brad
was in
Dush's dad.
security.
Brad Dish?
His dad.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. I actually ran into And I ran into Mark Allen a few days ago at Walmart. I just had to tell Mark that real quick.
Hey,
I got stuck talking.
Personal combos.
it's
so
a, hey,
I got
that's
stuck
your
talking
bro.
to
It's
Mark
the bro
Allen.
show, man. You got to bro it up, man.
I got
It's
stuck
fine.
talking to Mark Allen for like 30 minutes at Walmart. And I knew that was going to happen because he's a talker. He retired. He used to work at the hospital as a security guard. He's a talker. And I knew once I said hi to him, I was going to be stuck. Me and Caitlin was actually in there grocery shopping on Saturday and got stuck talking for like 30 minutes. Afterwards, I walked off. I told Caitlin, I go, I'm sorry. I knew that was going to take a long time. I didn't think it was going to be 30 minutes.
Right.
30
But I figured
do
Mark not
have-
like that.
A question. One comment that I saw is from Justin. He said he's
See
going
you,
to be
Robin.
working at a haunted attraction in Illinois. He's a scared actor.
Who said? Who's
What
that?
attraction? And if I come, do you promise to not terrify me? Will you just give me like a small scare and not get in my face?
I'll slide you some extra stars if you give her a little extra scare. How about that? Give me that look.
Where's Scott Wool at? We need him to pop in here on the creepy world. Doesn't Draco? He
Yeah,
works,
Draco works
he
at.
works somewhere, doesn't he?
I-
Up there by Broadway.
It's either Creepy World or it's the Darkness.
What's
The darkness.
which one's right by? Isn't there something right there close
Oh,
to
it's
Broadway?
the Darkness. Draco works
Is that
the Darkness.
is that what darkness
Yeah.
is?
I just like saying that. The darkness.
Here, let me just comment on here real quick, and I'll see if he.
Hello to the Church Slammer Maniacs. I appreciate him. Thank you, brother.
Right. So that's pretty cool. Mark Braga says old Sasquatch. That's what we used to call Mark Allen, the guy that I ran into at Walmart.
Oh, Sasquatch.
He always
Man,
kind of walk like Sasquatch.
everywhere, man. I drive all over the place making deliveries, and I see them big Sasquatch, big old cutout things everywhere. I'm gonna get my
remember we
picture
passed
by one of them
we
one day.
passed one on the side of the highway going
Oh,
to St.
to
Louis.
Sedalia.
Oh, yeah.
He's about.
It-
Well, there's one.
the
I feel like
Sedalia-
it's on the outside of Bon Terre.
Okay. Oh yeah,
And they got
up
the big
on-
outhouse.
It's by the big the outhouse is by it. But when we go up to Sedalia, there's the big Sasquatch
Facts.
like
Yeah,
statue or whatever.
That's right.
Well, if we go early enough on the 21st, we'll stop by and get a picture with him. Oh,
don't tease me like that. Simon.
Sasquatch.
Don't be sassy with me now.
The darkness is scary.
We're talking about the haunted house.
Thank you,
or just
brother.
The darkness in general.
Thanks for watching the show, brother. By Y Highway. What's by Y Highway?
Might be a Sasquatch
Oh yeah. The Sasquatch
yeah.
by the
with the porta
by the
potty.
Fresh and Clean.
Let's see. So Paige Mack commented.
Well, I do
Right.
have I know that I had a couple of questions. I put out a little thing for a Q&A. If you wanted to pre-ask some questions.
let's queue in LA.
And I don't have a ton, but
It's a start.
let's
it's a start.
see. I have 3 questions from Alex. Sorry, I almost butchered your name. Alex Eaton. Question number 1. Who is your favorite wrestler before 2003?
Yours or mine?
All of us.
All of us before 2003.
Yeah.
Favorite wrestler before 2003? Hulk Hogan's always been my favorite wrestler.
Let's take Hulk Hogan out of the equation because I feel like we
The
both
Ultimate
would say that.
Warrior.
Ultimate Warrior.
Bret Hart.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I really like him.
I could name a plethora of people.
I would have to say I was a huge Rock fan.
Mm.
Huge Rock fan. Before people loved The Rock, I was a huge Rock fan. I would have to say The Rock. I love Stone Cold, but The Rock has always been like right there with Hogan with me. And it's kind of cool when he comes back. He's the final boss.
The final boss. He'll probably be back soon too. So
I
looking
kinda-
forward to seeing what all
I
happens with
kind
all
of
that
wonder if he comes back,
situation.
if he'll be in charge of this bad bloodline with Solo.
Kind of leading to him and Roman up to the next WrestleMania. They can finally have their match.
I can
Makes
see-
sense.
I can see Roman having his bloodline, and then The Rock with that bloodline.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome.
Who's
Yeah,
going?
'cause-
Who's going to be in Roman's bloodline?
You get the
Jimmy
Usos back.
Jimmy Uso
Get
and
the
Jay
Usos.
Uso.
Maybe Sami Zayn. Recruit Sami Zayn back in. I
That'd
think it'd be an
cool.
awesome
Yeah.
Survivor Series match. You
Is that
imagine
going to be like a War Games thing?
or War Games? Either
Don't
one
they
would be
do
pretty
War
cool.
Games now at Survivor Series? Don't they?
I think it's an NXT thing.
I thought the War Games didn't they do that at the last Survivor Series?
Did they?
Did we? Maybe I'm wrong.
I know they do.
Maybe it was
Blood and
NXT.
Guts over on AEW, which is to me feels more like War Games because it's actually got a top to the cage. The top of the cage, without the top of the cage, really bothers me when they call it War Games.
Yeah. You know, I wish they would just go back. Please just do the teams of 5, strive to survive. What was the question?
show you
Is this
later.
bad?
No,
No,
I'll
no,
show you
no.
later. No, it's nothing bad. Okay, question number 2. It's something hilarious, but it won't make sense on the show. Okay, question number 2. Who was a better partner to Gorilla Monsoon on primetime wrestling? Jesse Ventura or Bobby the Brain Heenan? I'm not gonna be able to answer.
I
this one.
love Jesse
I
the
don't-
Body, man. Gorilla and Bobby were just.
See, I love Vince.
I like Vince and Jesse.
I love Vince and Jesse.
because Jesse just like
To me, Jesse
Vince,
embodied the bad guy announcer. I
Yeah.
think he.
I love
I,
Jesse
th-
the
I
Body.
feel like he may have almost invented that as a thing.
I will say this too. Now that Jesse's been back, he came back.
Mm-hmm.
He was backstage. Probably there's some kind of deal, and I'm getting pretty excited because we're probably gonna get a Jesse
Oh, some action figures.
retro stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I would like to see them come out with a retro pack. I thought of this one time. I was like, can we please get like Jesse, Superstar Billy Graham, Hogan, and like Scott Steiner, like a 4-pack of them
Oh.
guys, like
Those
all-
all four guys evolved off each other
oh
pretty much.
well, yeah, they're all Superstar
Yeah.
Billy Graham.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
That
It's
would be
like
pretty awesome.
let's just have that. Like
Um,
that'd be perfect.
Gregory says Jesse Ventura on that one. Michael says Gorilla and Bobby.
Yeah, Gorilla and Bobby.
I gotta go
100
Jesse on I'm
Jesse
I
and
love
Vince,
Jesse.
but Gorilla and Bobby.
yeah.
Was that the question?
Who is a better partner? Yeah.
Who's the better partner for Gorilla?
Yes, Jesse or Bobby.
Oh, definitely Bobby with Gorilla.
Yeah.
I agree
Yeah.
with you though, man. It's just Vince and Jesse all
Vince
day
and Jesse
long.
were great with each other.
Yeah.
Okay, we have one more question from Alex, and then after that, I have a question from my Uncle Scott that he asked last week,
Oh,
but then he ended up not getting to watch, so we didn't do it. Okay, question number 3 from Alex. Top 2 matches of all time that do not have Hulk Hogan in them.
top 2 matches of all
That
time.
do not have Hulk Hogan in them.
Austin and Bret Hart at WrestleMania
13.
13.
That was my number one pick.
Yeah.
If there's any time anybody that doesn't watch wrestling asks me a match to watch, that is my number one go-to match is WrestleMania 13. Chicago, Illinois. Chris Sader was there. Sader Mania was in the house. Austin versus Bret, which is, I think I've told you this before, the only WrestleMania to not be a sellout, which is crazy.
I'm gonna throw y'all a curve on this next one. Just a match I thoroughly enjoyed, and I also am a big CM Punk fan, as we know.
Okay.
CM Punk and Undertaker at WrestleMania. Gosh, was that?
22? No.
I
What's that?
I thoroughly enjoyed that match so much. I remember after that match, even I was like, my gosh, that was a good match. So I'm gonna go with, yeah, I'm gonna say Undertaker, CM Punk at WrestleMania, whatever WrestleMania that was,
Okay.
and definitely Austin Bret Hart. That match, that was just straight up awesome all around. That's probably
I'm trying to think. I would almost love to throw a WCW match in here, but being caught off guard like that, I would have to think.
I would have. I mean, there's just so many. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna go with. Just right off the top of my head, those
Oh,
two
man.
matches.
I think. Oh man, I don't even know. I have to think about that one. But for sure, Bret Austin, WrestleMania 13, my
Oh,
number one match.
That's cool that we thought that same thing. Well, I
Yeah.
think we've talked about this before.
But if Hulk was in the equation, I would also say Rock versus Hogan.
Rock Hogan
18.
WrestleMania 18.
That's another.
Yeah,
That's another just
that's
fun match.
Other than Hogan losing that match, I would change the end. I would change the finish to Hogan winning, but that match is perfect.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I love the ladder match from SummerSlam '98, Rock versus Triple H. I think that is a great match.
Oh, Hell in Cell, Undertaker, Mankind. Gosh,
Oh, that's a good
dang,
one.
man.
We could go.
Whew.
See, I
See,
like-
this is this is
Just
why
2, guys. Just
this is
2.
why the Bro Show began, because of questions like this. We go down a rabbit hole. We will talk all night long about this. So we're
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and go to the next question.
So
I think I got it. I got my match.
Oh,
I
go
never
ahead.
got to answer.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Wow.
I
What's
got
your match?
my match number 2 is going to be King of the Ring, Kurt Angle versus Shane
Shane
McMahon.
McMahon. That's a good.
I love that match.
Okay.
That's my second.
I'm
match.
sorry,
Go
pal.
right ahead.
It's okay. So I'm really not like these two. I do not remember every wrestling match that I've ever watched in my entire life. I've watched a lot, and I don't see how I
I
can
probably forgot more than you've watched.
ever remember. So I'm just gonna. I'm really You're gonna say that to me?
Well,
Wow.
think
Wow.
about how many wrestling matches I've watched in my life.
That's true. That's true. You've watched a lot. Okay, so anyways, I'm just gonna say two that I just thought were super cool. Number one, the coolest match, and honestly, the favorite thing I've ever seen was the Women's Royal Rumble in 2022. I was there live in St.
Ooh,
Louis.
she was
If
pretty
you guys
excited.
pay attention, if you are like someone who watches the Bro Show or you know me at all, you know that I am Divas all the way. I'm not all about the whole revolution. I wish they bring the Divas belt back. I love the Divas. They brought them all back, and it was freaking amazing. And for number two, I'm going to choose one from that same night because it was just cool to see in person. My favorite wrestler is The Miz. The Miz and Maurice tag teamed against Beth Phoenix and Edge. It was just super cool to see, and I love all four of them. So that would be my two.
And that's
pretty awesome.
perfectly great. I love it. I love that.
I know it's not like groundbreaking matches compared to you guys,
Well,
but they were my favorites.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
Braca
what
says
the
Hell in a
question
Cell.
was.
They were like a lot of people that I'd never seen live. So.
Brandon Carver says Brett versus Owen in a cage match. That was a really good. I believe that was a SummerSlam.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
You know, I almost said Bret Owen at WrestleMania 10, but yeah, I remember that.
There's another Hell in a Cell. Roddy Piper against Mr. T. So that'd have been a boxing match.
Boy,
at
that's a
WrestleMania
boxing
2.
match. Yeah, that didn't last very long. That match was pretty.
Harrison says, "Hey Slammer."
Hey,
Chad says, "Slammer versus anybody."
yeah.
Brock Lesnar versus Kurt Angle. Oh, that was a good one. That was WrestleMania 19.
Oh, is that when he landed on his
Yeah.
head doing
That
that
was WrestleMania 19
moonsault
in
or
Seattle.
the gainer, whatever you call it? It was a gainer when you jump in a swimming
19.
pool.
WrestleMania
What do you call that
19.
move?
That's just
I always called it a gainer when you jump in a pool like that. Billy
like-
Kidman's
it's
move.
almost
What
like
do you call
a
that?
shooting
Shooting
star.
star. Yeah.
I know that's what you're
Always,
looking for.
yeah, I always called it a gainer. And
Gregory says, "Keep on kicking butt, Slammer, but I have to get up super early in the morning, so otherwise you keep watching, brother."
Tim Minville, just Bret Hart versus British Bulldog, SummerSlam 92.
And I still have
It's
one more
literally
question.
right
Don't
on my
forget.
wall. Literally right on my wall, that match.
Chad Jackson says, "Dangerous Derek versus Superstar Steve." Superstar Steve's a big cheater. How can you have Superstar Steve in one of your favorite matches? He's a big time cheater.
Sinister
Okay.
Acres in DeSoto.
We have
Illinois.
one
must-
last
okay,
question.
last
Oh,
one.
I think that's towards Paige. Justin, I think, works at a haunted house in DeSoto. I think
Yeah.
that's what that is.
DeSoto, Illinois? There's a DeSoto,
Oh,
Illinois?
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
Oh.
There's a DeSoto, Missouri.
There's
I didn't
probably
know.
DeSoto in every state.
If you
Probably.
come, if you come, I'll check in and I'll try not to scare you too bad.
Okay.
Ooh.
bet.
Taker versus Jeff Hardy Raw in 2006 ish. Brett versus Bulldog. Austin versus Taker, which is a good match at SummerSlam 98
Yeah.
also.
Highway to Hell.
Michael says Divas and the Bellas was his favorite.
Same.
Steve Austin versus Undertaker Monday Night Raw for the title. Goldberg versus Hogan for the world
I
title.
thought we had to have Goldberg out or Hogan out of the
We did.
equation.
But
Was that
man,
the Georgia Dome?
yeah. I actually love the precursor match to that, Scott Hall versus Goldberg.
Scott Hall versus
Because he had to
Goldberg.
beat Hall to get to Hogan that night.
Yeah.
That was actually a really good match. Go.
Ooh, boy, I like that match too. Here we go.
Mom said, "What's
Austin
Uncle
Hall.
Scott's question?"
What's
I've had
Uncle
it
Scott's
up for
question?
5
Sorry,
minutes.
sorry,
trying to
sorry,
read it.
sorry.
Uncle Scott, it's right here.
Here we go.
My Uncle Scott's question is, what do you? Sorry, I can't talk. Who do you think is the most overrated wrestler ever? Hulk Hogan. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh.
Get out.
I'm kidding.
Get out.
It was a joke.
Most overrated wrestler ever?
See, I'm going to say an answer that you're not going to be happy with.
Me? That
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be happy with?
Yeah.
Hit me with it. Hit me with your best shot.
I'm going to say most overrated wrestler. I was never a huge fan of his.
Somebody said stars. Thank you.
Ultimate Warrior.
Get out. See, Alex, get out.
And he's right there.
I
He's
know.
right there
He's-
staring at you. There's
I
a
don't
6
like
foot tall Ultimate
I don't
Warrior
like that.
cardboard cutout right in
Really?
front
The
of
Ultimate
Kyle.
Warrior thinks overrated?
I've never, yeah. He had a cool look. I mean, he looks awesome. But
Someone said
That's-
The Miz. Get out.
Oh.
Get
out. Get out.
Alex said CM
He
Punk,
keeps
get out.
saying it. Get out. Get out.
Oh, Mark Rocket sends 20 stars. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Heather
Heather
loves
said
the
she
Warrior.
loves
That's
Warrior.
right. You know, I'm going to say Dean Ambrose. I
Yeah,
never,
yeah.
I
Moxley.
never got
Yeah.
what everybody was so loved about
Well,
him.
we talked about earlier, even Triple H. I was never a Triple
Triple
H
H.
fan. We were
Yeah.
talking about this before we started recording tonight.
It's like I always said, I like him just fine, but I never got what
Yeah.
everybody just goo over him.
And I was also kind of like that with Undertaker. I felt like he's awesome gimmick, awesome in the ring. Highly respect him. I was just never a fan of
Was
his.
was it
But
like
I feel like it's because so many people loved him.
was it after was it when he started getting into the ministry type?
Yeah,
Era.
well, yeah.
Because he kind of
He
he
had
kind
so
of got
many-
stale for a while.
I think that's why he ended up doing like the
There's
American.
I tell you,
Biker.
man, there's a lot of wrestlers like that people don't understand
It's
back
not
in
me,
the
Uncle
day
Scott. It's not me.
that people kind of grew weary of.
He literally bought a Triple H
Oh.
figure this past week.
No, I didn't say I didn't like
Brother
him.
Scott saying, "Don't talk crap on the game."
So my
I didn't say I hated him. I just never caught
I was
me.
never a fan of it. Yeah. Mark Braga says China is on his.
I'm not gonna get.
Heather
mine.
says, "Stop it, Kyle. The Undertaker rules."
the
original
creepy Undertaker. I love original Undertaker. The
See, I was
original
more of a fan
Dead
of Paul
Man.
Bearer than I was Undertaker.
Oh, I love Paul
I love
Bearer.
Paul
Icon.
Bearer.
Oh yes.
Oh,
That's,
Undertaker!
hey, that's one of my favorite things I have. Out of all them Bendhams I have, I've got a ring and it came with Paul
Yeah, Paul
Bearer. And I love that Paul Bearer so much. It's great.
My most overrated would 100% be Batista
You know, that's good too.
and Natalia.
Alex
But I
says, "CM Punk."
Paige does not like Natalia, man. If-
Why? What is your
Oh,
hatred of
Man,
Natalia?
I tell you what, we was at the
Is it
last
because of one of
we
these
was,
TV
we was that,
shows?
I think was it Cape we was the last show we was at a couple
Yes.
years ago.
It was last year. Last
Was it
August.
last year? And freaking Natalia's music came on and Paige
No.
was like,
Bret Hart's music came on.
Did we go to the merch stand then? we just got up. Paige is like, I said, "Do you want to go to the merch stand now?" She's like, "Yeah." And that match lasted forever.
It was Natalia versus Rhea Ripley.
We got up and
Oh.
walked out.
We didn't even know who she was facing. We just heard Natalia's music, and he's like, "So you want to go to the merch stand?" I said, "Yeah."
I have to
Any-
stay there and listen to Bret's music.
Anytime Paige hears that music come on, she's just like, Natalia. And you just see this just look of disgust, man.
What
She
is-
just walks
What is the
out.
scowl you have with
She's just
Natalia?
like, Natalia. Just
I don't even
she's
know.
I
I've
think
never
she
liked
just
her.
she's been around for so long, and I think she just got shoved down everybody's throat
This is true.
forever. I think it's kind of like Dean Ambrose. I just feel like he was just shoved down everybody's throat. Roman Reigns was like that for a while. I just
yeah.
did not like
Yeah.
Roman Reigns for the longest time.
Isn't that funny how times have changed though?
It's funny because he was starting to get hot, and Batista won that battle royal, that Royal Rumble, and everybody was like begging for Roman Reigns
Dominic
to win.
Mysterio's. Let's throw that on there.
Well, overrated. I like Dominic Mysterio.
See, I think Roman Reigns has kind of taken what the same's happened to him. What happened with The Rock?
I was getting ready to say The Rock, the same thing, man. I remember,
Everybody
dude.
hated The Rock, like not booed, hated, like
Oh,
just-
they hated
didn't-
him. They
yeah.
just they wanted it was that what you call that go away heat. They
Yeah.
wanted him gone.
yeah.
I remember being at
That's-
some of them events, man. People were just hating on him, and then when things started,
That's why I loved him. I loved
when
Rocky
things
Maivia.
started to change around for him, you could feel it there. It's like, man, Rock's kind of cool, man.
And me personally, I hated it because I was never ever a bandwagon fan of anybody, and that's kind of why what drew me to Rocky Maivia because everybody hated him.
Mm.
I felt like I was a true fan of his because nobody else ever cheered him. And then when he turned bad with Nation and started getting kind of cocky, in the
Yeah, it's like,
interviews,
it's all right.
everybody starts kind of like, "Oh, he's kind of cool. He's kind of funny," and I'm like, "No."
Yeah, oh man.
And who knew he'd become like one of the biggest famous people ever in the
Well,
world?
I'd say what 96 when he made his debut.
Mhm. 96
When
Survivor Series.
yeah, that
Yeah.
it's like it's like, man, this
love
guy's
watching-
going nowhere fast,
I love
man.
watching his entrance at Survivor Series because it comes out and he does his pose in the ring with his back to the hard cam.
He didn't even know where to go.
He faces the wrong way as he's doing whatever little pose he does, and I laugh at it every time they show the
That's
clip.
awesome.
I think we're gonna pull a Tony Khan and go into overtime.
Whoa, we
Is it
did
time already?
Hey, we're
8:59.
doing the Tony Khan overrun. Hey, we still got
30-minute
people
call.
hanging with us. So let's see here. Young Rock TV show. It was good. I didn't watch every episode. I know they stretched the truth quite a bit in that
Yeah.
show, but it's still an
Did it
entertaining
last
show nonetheless.
2 or 3 seasons.
Something like that. Is it still
First-
on? Can you
no,
still
it-
watch
it-
that?
it-
I mean,
it-
well, is it
it's
still
on
on the
Peacock,
Peacock?
yeah.
I need to watch some of those
It's a
because I
Peacock.
didn't watch all of them. I
Why
about called it what Jim Cornette
know.
calls it, and I caught myself right before I said it.
I would have died. I would have laughed so
But-
hard.
Actually, that show was really good. Like I remember
yeah.
watching a few random pieces of season 1, and I'm like, "Oh, this is dumb. This is terrible." But then I started watching season 2 with Caitlin, and I kind of liked it
Shout
because
out
she was
Caitlin.
kind of learning some of the older wrestlers. Like they had like Bam Bam Bigelow,
Bam,
Harvey
bam.
Whippleman on there. They start like introducing all these people, and she's learning who the Iron Sheik is and Andre the Giant. I'm like, so I like me and her kind of bonded every week. I would record the episodes and we'd watch them every week together. I was so sad when it got canceled.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch. I'm
I
going
need
to
to go back and watch season
Yeah, I
1
need
because I
to-
never watched season
I need to
1.
watch it from the beginning and check it out. Thank you for saving my questions. So these answers, Page Mac rules.
I am the best. I was not going to let your question go unnoticed.
Johnny B. Bad way overrated. I always liked Johnny B. Bad. It's just a shame when he became
The
himself.
Wild Man, the Wild Man.
Mark Merrow. It's like it was gone. He was done, wasn't he?
I remember like being such a fan of Johnny B. Bad when I was a kid.
I like Johnny B. Bad.
There was some really terrible WCW gimmicks at that point.
I
He'd
liked.
come out with the confetti gun and shoot
Yep.
the confetti.
I liked watching WCW Saturday Night.
Oh,
I loved watching
was-
that.
I watched that all the time with my dad. We go to my dad's every other weekend. Saturday night was a must. We would watch every night or every weekend, and it had terrible matches on it. Like main event was sometimes be like Buff Bagwell versus Bunkhouse Buck.
Yeah,
I would still,
Bunkhouse Buck
I would
is
still be a big
great.
fan of it.
All right. Well, crud. You want to finish her up now or
We'll
keep
do it.
going?
I'm going to have to go. I'll tell you that.
Scott Saunders says there's a 24.3 intense chance that we're going to end this show now.
And
I don't
Tony
know.
Schiavone goes, "It's Sting!" With
Oh,
his butt cheeks.
his butt's coming out.
Look at that. He split his butt cheeks.
Ooh. Magic Mike Live.
Always
Magic
thought,
Sting.
oh, Christian overrated. I've never thought about Christian being overrated. Yeah, WCW Nitro was awesome.
I miss those times.
Good times back in the day.
Good times, just like good times here with the Bro Show.
Yeah.
Our
So,
time has come to an end this week, our friends.
so anyway,
Okay.
go ahead and if you don't like this page, like it now. Follow it. Subscribe. There's a subscribe thing on there now. Chris Slammer on the other page. Chris_Slammer on
This
Instagram.
Chris character.
On the X, they made me put a first name on there, so I just came up with that name, Chris.
Interesting.
X at Max Jim, MACSGYM. YouTube Slammer 4878. Watch all my wrestling matches. Other stuff I put on there. I put something on there all the time. TikTok at Slammermania. ProWrestlingTees.com/Slammer. Buy a Slammer shirt. And if you come to one of the events, come visit my merch table and buy something from me and get a picture.
And if you come to the merch table, guess who's probably going to be sitting there trying to sell you some merch? This guy right here.
That guy right there. She
I'll
might be
too
there.
if I'm not ringing
If it
out.
is MMWA, you might see Heather at the table. How about that?
How about that?
Catch her outside.
Where can they find you, bro?
You can find me on Facebook, Paige Mac, and you can also find me on TikTok, Paige McFarland. I make lots of TikToks about being a ring announcer, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have about ring announcing or my ring announcing career. Just comment them in any video that I make, and I will reply.
You can find me right here on the Slammer page every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Central.
Central.
And if you can't find me here, you can find me on my personal Facebook page, Kyle Mookie Skynet. Mookie of the Year. That's what
Mookie
that's
of
what
the
they're-
Year.
That's what they're saying now. I'm kind of digging it. Or you can also follow me on my other page, The Die Cut Dudes. Look us up. We're inching close. We are less than 50 followers away on The Die Cut Dudes from 14,000
We get
followers.
closer and
Yeah.
closer by the week.
Hey,
I feel like I was telling Slammer this earlier. We get close to these big milestone numbers, and I feel like the numbers
it
just
does. It
start
just,
creeping and crawling, like just scratching to get there.
yeah, we're almost,
Less than 50 away.
I'm almost at 3,000 likes on the Slammer page now. If everybody would just go to the little 3 dots at the top,
Yes, hit that share
hit
button.
that and says invite your friends. Just
Yes.
invite your friends, man. Somebody might like it. I'll appreciate it. Or just go on your page and say, hey, go like Slammer's page. Do it. Do something. Help out a bro.
We appreciate any and all support.
So anyway, thanks for joining us for episode 10. We'll see you next Tuesday night for episode 11. And what you gonna do when the bro show entertains you, brother? Yeah.